Today I'll be showing you the complete collection of Mickey Mouse The Main Attraction pin series. This was a monthly pin series in 2022, and the pin designs feature Mickey Mouse themed to various park attractions. So I'll give you a close-up look at all 12 pins, and we'll look at the backs too, so you'll know what to look out for to avoid fake pins if this collection is ever faked in the future. I'll go over the price for these pins as well as what I paid for them, and I'll give you my overall thoughts on this entire collection. So let's go look at the pins. So the first pin in the series was Space Mountain, and I'm going to show you the backer card on just this one, and I won't show you it for the rest because they're pretty much the same except for the words. So it says Disney Mickey Mouse, the main attraction, and has kind of a holographic Mickey up here. You can kind of change colors on them there. And then it says Space Mountain limited release. And at the bottom, it shows you where it's at in the series. So this is one of 12. And on the back, it does show that this is part of the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary celebration. So all of these rides are Walt Disney World attractions, but they are in both Disneyland and Disney World. They're just different versions of a few of them. And then it does have a little write-up about the attraction that this pin is themed on. So this talks a little bit about Space Mountain. When this one first came out, I decided to pass on this collection because I didn't really care for this one. But looking at it again, I'm really starting to like it. And one of the things that I really love about it is in his jacket, that's the shape of Space Mountain, the Space Mountain building. I didn't notice that before. And then in his head, in his ears, and on his arm, we have space. You can see all the stars out there. And the pin-on-pin element is the glasses, but a little extra bonus with this one, there's also a stained glass element inside the pin-on-pin where you can see through his glasses and see his eyes on the back part of the pin. And then his nose is kind of a little of a planet-looking thing. So this one is a really cool design. And you can see from the edges here that this one is a silver tone finish. And I'm pointing that out because this whole series has 3 different finishes: silver, gold, and black. So the next pin is the Pirates of the Caribbean. This one is really cool. I got this one and then I decided to go back and get the first one and start collecting this series. Mickey here is in a very fancy pirate outfit, and it has glitter. Everywhere you see the gold has glitter in it, so it's a lot of glitter elements there, and up in the compass rose here. And then if you look, there's a little skull right there. That's pretty cool. And there's a lot of detail in the, I don't know what that is, the scarf or whatever, and then the edge of the coat. It's actually kind of, you can feel that. It's almost a little bit of a texture into that. And then the pin-on-pin element is his big hat. And then you can kind of see in these dark edges that this one is a black tone finish. Very nice pin. This is one of my favorite ones in this series. And the award for the tallest pin in the series goes to pin number 3, the Mad Tea Party. So this is Mickey dressed up like the Mad Hatter. Crazy clothes. Hey, but hey, they very coordinated colors. Looks good. And he has the pin-on-pin element is the hat, which is 3 teacups tall. So this is a very big pin-on-pin element. It is very top-heavy. If you pick him up, it just wants to fall over. And this one is a gold tone finish. You can kind of see from the edge. Pin 4 is It's a Small World. Mickey in the Small World colors here. On his hat, he has, or his head, I guess, he has the numbers. And then on his vest, this is the pin-on-pin element. He has the clock face right here on his pocket watch, which is a really cool little feature. Cool looking pants, and just overall good colors on this one. I like it. And this one is a gold tone finish. Pin 5 is Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. This one is my favorite in the entire collection. Love this one, and if you notice behind me at the beginning of the video, I have the Mickey plush of this one. I love this shirt, this Hawaiian shirt that he has on, and I really love how the shoes and the hat have a pattern to it. It almost looks like a texture, but it's flat, it's just a pattern, but it looks really cool. And this one is also the first one in this series to have 2 pin-on-pin elements. So you have the hat, which is a pin-on-pin, and the bird, who is also a pin-on-pin. So this one is a gold tone finish, and yeah, really like this one. Now we have Peter Pan's Flight. This one has Mickey in what looks to be a raincoat, and on the coat it has a bunch of clouds and stars, and then in his ear we have the second star to the right, and this one also has 2 pin-on-pin elements. You have the hat and the feather, that's a pin-on-pin, and then the piece of the scarf is also a pin-on-pin. So this one is really nice too, and this one is a silver tone finish. So pin 7 is Prince Charming Regal Carousel. So this one, he's in kind of his medieval times outfit, and the pin-on-pin element is the crown on his head, which is really cool. I like the colors in this one. This one just looks pretty neat. And this one is a silver tone finish. This one is Dumbo the Flying Elephant. So we have Mickey dressed in a circus theme, and this one is very cool because all of the gold in the hat, the feather, the shoulders, and in the jacket is filled with glitter. It's very shiny, very nice looking. And then the hat and the feather are the pin-on-pin part. And this one is a gold tone finish. Pin 9 in the series is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. This is another one of my favorites in this series because of a few little details that I really like. He's dressed in his Western wear and he's got his suspenders here, but I love that his shirt is the mountain range of Big Thunder, and I like that the bandana that he has, it has the Big Thunder Mountain logo right in the front, which is a very cool detail. And then his hat is the pin-on-pin element. Very nice pen, and this one is a gold tone finish. The October pin release, which is the 10th pin out of 12, is the Haunted Mansion. This one is also one of my favorites. Okay, I have a lot of favorites here. He is dressed like the Haunted Mansion outfit, and he's got a very cool purple flower there, and I love the detail in the hat. The band around the hat is the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. Love that detail. Looks like it's actually in his tie too. So very cool pen. The hat is the pin-on-pin part, and this one is a black tone finish. The 11th pin is the Jungle Cruise. We find Mickey in his skipper outfit. He's got his satchel here, and he's got a hat with a leopard print. The hat is the pin-on-pin part of this pin. He's got some suspenders in his boots, and he's ready to take you on a jungle cruise. Very nice pin. This one is a black tone finish. And we finish off the series with the 12th pin, and it is for Cinderella's Castle. This one has Mickey in a fancy outfit, and his jacket has fireworks in it, and then his bow tie and the band on the hat are kind of silver or gray with a whole bunch of glitter in them, and the band also has Cinderella's Castle on it. The hat is the pin-on-pin element, and he does have some fireworks in his ear too. This one is a gold tone finish and really nice design. Good way to finish off the 12-pin collection. So if you were keeping score on the colors of the pins, we have 6 gold pins, 3 silver pins, and 3 black pins. However, the golds are a little bit different. Like these two here, this one's more gold than this one. So it's almost like you got darker gold. I thought one of them was rose gold. I thought this one was rose gold, but it's just a little bit different shade of gold. So maybe I should organize them more like that. But still, I would say 6 gold, 3 silver, 3 black. Overall, the quality of these pins is pretty good. There are a few exceptions that I noticed. A few of mine, like these two especially, they are very streaky through them. So they look great when you look straight at them. But if you get them in the light, like you see in the Haunted Mansion here, look at the pants right here. You see all those streaks that go all through the pin, and then this one has them too. Not quite as bad as the Haunted Mansion one, but you can see streaks in his shoes. So they do have a little bit of streaks in some of them. I think the Pirates one has a little bit of streaks going through his shoes too. I don't know if that'll be the case for all of these, so maybe if you have this set, maybe your Haunted Mansion one doesn't have those streaks, but those are a few of the things I noticed. If these pins end up being faked, one of the best ways to tell the real from the fake is to look at the back. So I want to just show you some of the things I noticed on the backs of these pins. So for the most part, there is an exception I'll show you pretty soon. The waffle pattern, the Mickey waffle pattern, goes all the way off the edges of the pin. There's no border in the waffle pattern. So that's the way official pins should look. We have the Walt Disney World 50th logo here, and then it does say limited release down there, and it has the pin trading logo. All of these pins have 2 pin posts. They don't have little nubs next to the pin post like a lot of other pins, so it's just the pin post. But one thing I do want to point out is every pin-on-pin element. So this is the Peter Pan pin. So his hat, you'll have 2 rivets. And even that little tiny pin-on-pin scarf still has 2 rivets holding that on. So that might be something if they do fake these, maybe they'll only have 1 holding on the pin-on-pin element. So that'll be something to pay attention to. The Mickey waffle pattern looks great on all of the pins except for this one. This is the Mad Tea Party one, the one with the tall hat. And the Mickey waffle pattern looks a little bit different on this one. It does have a border. It's a very small border. It's not like the crazy weird borders that we see on a lot of the fake pins, but it is still a border, and I'm pointing it out because it just looks different than the rest. You can see it right in here. You can see it a lot in here, right here, and then right up in here. I can get this a little closer for you. You can kind of see, yeah, you can see it right here. Right. You can see the Mickey head just kind of, it's like the Mickey heads are bumped up and then it just kind of cuts off, and then there's this little tiny border. And it just looks a little different than the rest. So if you have a Mad Tea Party one, I'm curious if yours looks the same. So not a super huge deal, but I just wanted to point that out since that one does look a little different. So let's go over the cost of these pins really quick. So the first 9 months, these were $24.99 each. And then starting in October, they increased the price to $29.99. So when you add up all 12 months, the total cost for this entire collection is $314.88. Now I paid about the same because I got most of these on the first day of release on Shop Disney. I think I paid a little more for one from a reseller and then a little less for one for a Black Friday sale. So I ended up paying $313.90. So I saved $1 on retail. Look at that. So overall, no matter which price, the retail price or mine, it came out to be right about $26 per pin. I really like this collection. My favorite types of pins are park attraction pins, so I really enjoyed the theming of these ones. I love the size of these, they're really big, and I love the fact that they all have a pin-on-pin element, and some of them had 2 pin-on-pin elements, which was really cool. One downside I can see here is anytime you do park attraction pins and you limit yourself to just 12, you are going to leave out somebody's favorite ride, so you're not going to be able to make everybody happy with your pin selections. Although I think they did really well with the ones they picked out here. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite out of all these 12. And I hope you enjoyed this closer look at Mickey Mouse, the Main Attraction pin series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.